Beef prices are on the rise, but customer demand hasn't wavered. So, how can restaurants meet their customers' cravings while navigating higher menu costs? It's a question we'll explore today on this episode of Industry Voices with Mike Simone from the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, the leading voice in industry advocacy, promotion, education, and research. We'll dive into how the beef market is evolving and share key tips as to how restaurants can keep beef front and center on the plate. I'm Diana Blass, and this is Industry Voices. Let's get started. Hi, Mike. Thanks for your time today. You oversee the research and market intelligence at NCBA, so I'd love to get your perspective on the beef market and how it's evolved in recent years. Inflation is pushing food prices higher across the board. Beef is no exception, with prices up around 34% since 2020. Beyond consumers dining at home more often, what other trends have you noticed as to how customers are navigating these higher prices?
So we also see consumers swapping down for cheaper cuts or alternative cuts. Really, ground beef has been one of the bigger growth areas that we've seen over the last couple of years at retail. Ground beef accounts for about 52% or over half of volume sales, which has been growing slightly, about 40% of dollar sales. Ground beef is up nearly 9% in total sales, dollar sales so far in 2024, and up about 2.5% in volume, which is one of the few growth areas that we're seeing. By comparison, steaks are flat in volume, actually down a little bit, about 0.5%. Although up 6.3% in terms of dollars because steaks are more expensive. All things considered, even with beef sales up so strongly and volume up a little bit, it's another strong indicator that beef demand has held very strong over these last couple of years. Consumers love their beef, and they've stuck with us so far through these tough economic times.
Interesting. And why do you think beef demand has stayed so strong, and how does it compare to other proteins on the market?
Compared to meat alternatives, which you brought up there, kind of the three challenges that industry has is taste, price, and then the nutritional aspect of it, which is where beef kind of comes in and has that advantage. And if you look at it, look at the numbers, when you look at our research, we track that by far beef outranks or outpaces all other proteins on taste or pleasurable eating experience, which is one area we really try to capitalize on. And then just price, if you look at a price of ground beef versus the price of the ground meat alternatives are literally double the price per pound than beef. So not quite the value that you might expect.
And with demand so strong, how can restaurants take advantage of this while facing the higher costs?
So big push really recently around loyalty programs, whether that's through downloading of apps, frequency of purchases, exclusive to or for you offers that might be customized to that particular consumer or customer. That tends to get people in the door. Along those lines, seasonal limited time offers can be effective. You introduce seasonal beef dishes, for example, or limited time offers to create that sense of urgency and excitement around that dish or that product can help. Limited time menu offers can drive traffic by encouraging customers to visit before that offer ends. So it's kind of the FOMO, the fear of missing out effect, so to speak, that takes place. And then another suggestion is leveraging the entree with the pickup of additional purchase items. Another strategy such as half off an app or a dessert or a drink with that beef purchase.
So what should restaurants continue to expect as the beef market continues to unfold?
So it's going to get tighter next year, probably even the year after that, but then it'll start growing back up again. So there is hope on the horizon, but it's going to take a couple of years to get there. Right now, again, supplies are pretty good as we continue to see more cattle going to market. Supplies are pretty good. We've seen more imports as well from other countries, which helps primarily feed the ground beef market. So that's kind of stabilized things as well. Also, cattle are staying on feed longer. Since there are fewer cattle, feedlots are keeping them on feedlotters. So we have fatter cows, so to speak. And that's contributed to stabilizing the supply as well. So that's why we really haven't experienced a big dip so far this year. but I'd say maybe in 25, maybe buckle up a little bit, that it's probably coming, but then it will probably come out of that trough and pick back up here in 26, 27, 28. Some experts say it might be 2030 actually before this got to stabilize and gets back to 2019, 2020, 2022 levels.
Well, thanks again for your time today, Mike. It's been great to learn more about the beef market and what restaurants can expect going forward. For all those at home interested in learning more, check out ncba.org, where you can find recipe ideas, research, and more educational resources. Signing off for Industry Voices, I'm Diana Blass.